Welcome back to another episode of Bombshell 1111 Girl Talk Series Podcast. Bombshell 1111 is a platform created to teach ways to nourish the mind, body, and soul. This platform allows this podcast to create weekly content on podcasts with special guests each week that will stimulate your spiritual, mental, and physical growth. The podcasts are played on social media platforms such as Spotify, YouTube, Anchor radio station, Apple Podcasts, and more. This station has been created to allow us to interact with each other to share knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and light. So without further ado, please help me welcome your host and founder of Bombshell 1111 Girl Talk Series, Kia.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bombshell 1111 Girl Talk Series Podcast. My name is Kia, and I'm your host. Tonight, we have a special episode entitled Trap Session for Music Heads. And tonight, you guys, we have a special guest straight out of Dallas, Texas, by the name of TrapBaby Wopp. So without further ado, let's get to it.
How you doing? Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I thank you so much for deciding to be a guest on the show. Bombshell 1111 podcast. I've been checking you out on your social media, your Instagram, and I see that you're growing with your music, and I'm just glad you decided to come on tonight and be a part of the podcast.
Yes. This is a beautiful thing, and I thank you, for supporting me. It's good to know that I have supporters and people, that's following me, and it's much love.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, let's just jump right into our interview tonight. Tonight is our first session of Trap Session for Music Heads, and you're really the first person to gear us off and to get us started with this. So tonight is really a special episode, not only for you, but for also Bombshell 1111 podcast. So definitely gonna make this episode epic. Try to at least.
Okay.
Don't be epic. Okay, all right. Don't be epic. For sure.
Do it.
So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. I know who you are, but for those people that are listening to us tonight that don't, can you let them know who you are and where you're from, and what's your label, what's your brand, what you represent?
Okay, yeah. My name is TrapBaby Wopp. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I represent my brand. It's TrapBaby Committee, which is the label that I started independently. And you just get at me. It's up, man. We out here. I got the merch on deck. The shirts.
Yeah.
Whatever color you looking for, whatever size, I got it on deck. Hit me up. You want some promotion? DM me for promotion. It's up. I got a whole committee, man, and we're coming with it for you.
That's what's up. So, how long have you been in the rap game? How long have you been making music for?
Well, honestly, I really just kind of started taking it serious by the time I was like 21.
Yeah.
But I've been writing my own music and just liking music since I was like 13.
Okay.
But, you gotta grow up.
Yeah, for sure. So, after you deciding that you wanted to kind of take your music and your rap career seriously, what kind of was like that moment for you, or what happened to the point where you were able to get that first single made?
Well, this single right now I got out. This is one like my good points in my career right now, because it's good to have a good vibe with your producer.
Right.
And with this song that I got out right now, I had just a real good vibe with my producer in the studio. So that's how this came about.
Oh, okay.
And,
Go ahead.
And the name of the song is called Dashing. TrapBaby Wopp Dashing. You can find me up on SoundCloud with that TrapBaby Wopp. And it's, it's up. Bombshell.
TrapBaby, let's dig a little deeper into your story. For those who don't know, they may see, where you are now and think that, maybe you got there easily and you didn't have to go through the mud or whatever. But let's talk about how you got to where you are right now, because you did say that you've been on this for a period of time on this journey. What has been the most difficult thing for you that you had to endure along this journey of being an independent rapper?
Well, it really took me to bump my head, and I had went to prison.
Right.
And I was blessed with a talent, and as people, we all have gifts, and I just capitalized on my gift when I had all that time on my hand being locked up. So when I came home, I was like, man, I'm gonna just take this serious, and stay focused on trying to make something better out of myself.
Yeah. That's a good thing. I think that's the right thing, the right way to think. Especially after going down through there and then coming back out, you getting a second chance. You do better if you know better. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that totally. How do you separate yourself from other independent rap artists?
Well, like anybody else that's an artist, they get in their zone. But me personally speaking, it's just coming from where I'm coming from. I'm from South Alley, so that's one of them hoods and one of them places where they tell you man, just don't go over there type stuff. And it's just my story. It comes deep from within the bottom, being in the gutter, and then me just overcoming a lot of obstacles in life. It just made me a better person. So it's now at this point in my life, what separates me from other artists is that I understand how to maneuver through life now.
Yeah.
And I'm not just out here running with my head cut off like a chicken or something. I understand how to be a man.
Yeah, I think that's important, because when you're trying to be independent and you're investing in yourself and you're using your own, your money, putting your own blood, sweat, and tears into it, and if you don't take it serious, you're gonna end up with a downfall. And so I think it's very important for you to have to be mature mentally when you decide to do the venture that you are trying to do, because it's independent. It's either you're gonna make it or you're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
This game, that rap game, I can only speak on it from what I read and what I see, because I'm also a music head myself. But I know that that's very, very hard as an independent rapper.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous out here.
Yeah.
It's the things that we say in our songs when time comes, because people be feeling that, some artists, they just rapping about it, they not living it. But sometimes in life, being the person that you are, the things that you stand on, when them situations come, you got to make some decisions like a man.
Right.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah. That's why, I admire people that take their career being independent, whether it's being a rapper or whatever you're doing, and you're doing it independently, to take it seriously, because, like you said, it's real out here in these streets. So, that's a good point. What, and with that being said, you definitely can tell that you've had some positive influences on your life, even though you've had, some challenges throughout your life. What or who influenced your style? Who influenced you?
Well, off the rip, I gotta give Almighty God, He give me the strength, that give me the strength every day. So, that influenced me a lot right there too, knowing the right path to take.
Right.
Second, I give it to my mama,
Mm-hmm.
People like that. They influence the sound within me, because the things that I say, my pain, it's not gonna sound the same as the next person's pain, because we went through two different stories. We might can relate, but my pain is different from your pain.
Right.
So my style and my influence just came from living life.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, and I think that whenever you're putting your heart and your soul into something, it turns into a better product, whether that's being music or whatever that may be. I just know, that when you put your heart and your soul into it, it turns out to be 10 times better than what you expected. So I definitely can vibe with you on that. Like in your songs, because some of the audience and some of the listeners, they're not familiar with your music and not familiar with your songs. But you said that your mom, she's an influence on your life, and definitely God, definitely for me too. Hallelujah, holla back. What is your vision for your songs? Like, what is the message that you're trying to send? Because you just also pointed out that you have to be careful of what you're saying in your music, especially now in 2020. So what message are you trying to send, and what is your vision for your songs?
Well, like right now, as me coming out as an artist, and right now I'm trying to build my followers and everybody that's like tuning in, so I can get more people, understand where I'm coming from. I'm just telling my story and telling the things that's going through my head.
Yeah.
Once I can honestly say, like, okay, now, like, people that feel like they a part of me, now I can start help, changing. Like, okay, now look, check this out. Maybe now that we in position, we should make this move forward for our community. Because they know my story and they know what I've been through, and to try to stop people from going through the same things that I went through. They start from where we start from, and that's in our community.
Right, gang. I'm with that. That's part of the reason why I created this platform, Bombshell 1111, is to give people that are having a hard time building their platform or wanting to build the platform within the Black community, to have that, where you don't have to pay for anything, where your promotion is being, free, to help you grow, because it also helps the podcast grow. And like you said, it's giving back to the community, and you give back tenfold. So I think that's a very positive message and positive vision that you have for your music.
Yeah.
With that being said, go ahead. But at the same time, I can't even tell though. It's like, man, we all out here, we all humans. We all live our life a certain way. Everybody wakes up a certain way, moves a certain way. So it's just like, to put it in perspective, it's like if you got anything that you're trying to do in your life, man, you stick to that. And if you know what type of person you are, you stay away from harmful situations and you stand on your word. Right. Your word is everything. As a man or a woman, your word is everything. Yeah.
Totally.
Feel you on that. With the way you've been kind of expressing your values on and your point of view on things, and your mindset and mind frame in regards to your journey as an independent rapper, what are your thoughts on the current state of the rap game and how things work within the rap game of being of trying to be an independent rapper and building a platform and trying to get to the next level? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, nowadays, anything that you see, like me from my point of view, anything that I see that makes so much sense, and how people is working, like let's just take for instance, Lil Baby.
Right.
Lil Baby just posted on Twitter. He just said, if you can make a freestyle from any song or any hardest beat off my album, I'm passing you some money. I'm giving you some racks. So it's like, in my mind, I'm like, for anybody that's trying to become an artist in the rap game, you follow not just to follow the trends, but you see what's hot, and you make sure you keep yourself relevant and you stay focused. Like, the current state of it is now, it's pretty much do it yourself. So
right.
It don't matter what you do, how you do it, or whatever way you decide you want to color it, do it yourself, because they're going to respect you more and they're going to love you more, because they're going to know that, hey, he did it by himself. He can do it just like we can do it.
Right.
He's just like us.
Right. be originality, authentic. I feel you.
Right.
Yeah, feel you. I feel you. And with that being said, you spoke on Lil Baby. So I have a question for you. Okay, so in today's music industry, it's all about collaboration, because that's all you see now is people featured on other people's songs and things like that. If you could work with anybody, whether it's someone, you know, famous or someone that's up and coming, or even an independent rapper, who would you want to collaborate with and why?
Right now, I want to collaborate with TrapBaby Wopp, Yellow Beezy, and Seven the Great. I want to collaborate with these guys because right now, where I'm from in Dallas, this is what's hot. This is what's popping right now.
Right.
So if you want to pop your, you know, you gotta get out there, and I want to make it with the hottest ones where I'm from, because I want to make sure that I'm understood where I'm at first, and that's home.
Right. Okay. So, speaking of that, collaboration and things like that. So, in a little while, we're going to get into your song and letting the listeners hear your song and the music that you have currently on your platform, and they can go and check that out, download it, and purchase it. But for right now, we're going to do something a little fun. You just spoke on something that Lil Baby kind of just talked about earlier, freestyling to a beat.
Okay.
So I got a beat for you, and I want to see if you're down for the mission. To let's just see, you know, how good you really are on a beat that I chose for you. All right, you down with that?
Man, I'm down with it all, Bob. You already know what's going on.
Okay. All right. So we finna get to it. Let's get to it. Here we go. I'm finna drop the beat.
All right, press it.
Trap section for music heads. Bombshell 1111 podcast. TrapBaby, Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
Yeah. I look at niggas real funny. Trying to think you ain't getting real funny. Yeah. I think these niggas real funny. Yeah. I like a ass with a lot of ass too. Gotta have an attitude. Get a couple tattoos. Get me in the bad mood. Fuck around and smack you. I ain't got no tattoos. I fuck around and jack you. Bitch, I'm a down. Yeah. I like the way shit. What you stand? Yeah. Try to see who you with and who you choose to. Man, my stupid money, we can spend it too. Get the spot, what's the money, we can spend it too. Yeah. I'm coming back like this. Yeah. Hey, I need another one. Yeah, if I'm gonna give me some, make sure I'm gonna give my brother some. You fuck me. Cause you running your phone, you a bitch and I can't fuck with you. I got a couple niggas running in their bag. I got a couple bad bitches in their bag. I got a couple hate niggas in their bag. What the fuck you hate is for? Get a bag. Yeah, I do motherfucking dance. Blowing on gas with my foot on the gas. I got my foot on their neck. I got my foot on their chest. Lame ass nigga, guy. No swag, no drill. Get the fucking juice up for the trip. Me, you'll get shot in your lip. You sleep with that bitch on my hip. I'm coming out the trunk with it. Got your young niggas finding there, stomp niggas. And my young niggas crazy, they're a jump nigga. You a bitch, you a jump nigga. Big bombshell, going up in this bitch like
hey.
No, for real. Good.
Okay, TrapBaby. So, I see what you working with. I see what you got. The audience got a little taste of a freestyle from you. Catchy beat. We like the beat, definitely. So, thank you again for that freestyle. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, just we just vibing up in here. We vibing, man.
And definitely thank you for giving Bombshell a shout out in your freestyle. That was bomb. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we up there. That's right. Love, respect,
So with that being said, going back to your music, in your independent rap career, what has been one of the most successful or the highest points in your career thus far?
Well, I got a new single out right now called Dashing, and it's lit. But at the same time, the coronavirus hit Dallas, and it took away this concert that was going on with us, Former Vegas and Travel Pretty.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be a part of the opening acts, and due to healthy and safety living, things was canceled.
Right.
But it's still up, man. It's more coming in. Tune in. We in Dallas.
Right.
We on Bombshells though.
Right. Gang. Well,
gang for real.
Well, I know in just a minute here we're gonna hear a snippet of that song. But before we go to your song, is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, man, I like to give a shout out to my producer with this track I got coming in, London Ray, man. Like I said before, it's always good to have a good vibe with your producer, man. So, you can have fun in the studio vibing with your producer, man. Just, build your relationships, man. The name of that track called Dashing, man,
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, I know the listeners are wondering, we gave them a little taste of a freestyle, but I know the listeners are definitely wanting to hear more of your music. So with that being said, we're going to play a little snippet of your song. Can you introduce your song with the name and where they can catch this on social media platforms or download and purchase it?
Man, like I've been saying, man, Dashing. TrapBaby Wopp, man. SoundCloud, man. TrapBaby Wopp, man. WOPP, man. Audio Mac, man. TrapBaby Wopp, man. WOPP, man. Tune in, man.
Dashing. So with that being said, let's get to it, y'all. Here we go. TrapBaby, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. TrapBaby shit, nigga. TrapBaby. Man, I'ma really run this bitch with a clean conscience, nigga. You know where I'm from. Tired out, nigga. Yeah, TrapBaby, man. Trap. Yeah. These niggas ain't built for it. Tough as fuck, I can be a fool. I'm just trying to catch a customer. Big picture, nigga, no billboard. Ride around with the clip full. She a bad bitch, she a pit bull. I just love it when her lips pull. On the dick, she gon' get a mouthful. I can show you what I'm about, cuz. We ain't even got a cap, cuz. Pull up on you where you at, cuz. When the shots fired, do a lap, cuz. Big blunt and a back rub. Back shots in the bathtub. Good dick to make her act up. Stash crack, got the scrap tub. Niggas sneak this and making comments. Making threats, I'ma make a promise. Make him stretch, I'ma make him run it. He gon' take a bullet, I'ma take 100. Spin the block, I just seen your mama. Better lay low, before I put you under. Send shots at your car window. On God, nigga, you head scared, can't wait. A cutie bust down grams, I ain't finished yet. Call my niggas, I don't do Ubers, but I'm riding with them like I'm doing lifts. It's some shit that I ain't done yet. Sign up, get a contract. Doing 45 down, John West with the pack and the armrest. These fuck niggas harmless. My mind niggas so far-fetched. I was thinking about some other shit. Still thinking about another lick. Switch lanes, I can reverse. Do the research, I'm your teacher. I can reach her when I need her, but she mad at me cause I don't eat her. Gas up, blowing reefer. Runts only what I prefer. Follow me, I'm the leader. That's a whole zip on these sneakers. High school, y'all left that. I ain't going back where the money at. Got a bus driver and her ass fat. If she ride good, I can handle that. Dripping on them like candle wax. Toxic bitch, you anthrax. Fuck around and play patty cake cause her booty sound like a hand clap.
Okay, TrapBaby, that's what's up. That's what's up. So
yeah, man, that's that Dashing right there.
So what's the story behind Dashing? You know, where did that concept come from? How did you come up with that track?
I'm telling you, me and my producer, man, we was in there vibing. You know, we been in there. We had been talking for already about an hour before I even started recording. So I'm in there. We been smoking. I'm so high. We just talking, and he just like, man, you know, we just chilling like everyday life things. You know, I'm talking about just on some real stuff. Like, you know, he was like, man, how you feeling? I'm like, man, I feel like freestyling right now. You got me so high. He was like, man, well, let's do it. I'm like, well, let's do it then. And, you know, and it was one thing led to another. Then Bombshells.
Say less, say less, say less. Well, Trap Baby, I'm so excited for you and your future journey on your independent rap journey. I pray that everything comes to fruition with you. You have a great personality, a great flow with your music. Your audience is growing. So I just want to thank you again for coming on, you know, being a guest on Bombshell 1111 podcast. And I hope that your story inspired someone that's also on this journey with becoming an independent rapper, or even just on any business venture or self journey within itself. And that the information that you share can be, you know, useful and helpful to any person on a journey. So again, thank you so much for coming on and being a part of my podcast.
Man, thank you so much. Thank you, because this is a good opportunity. Man, forget it. The scratch good, man. This is a great opportunity because you gotta understand, I just came home. So me being out here and you all the way where you at, man, this is like, man, I got somebody from somewhere else, you know, that wanna vibe with me in a trap session. So
yeah,
you know, that's love right there, and that shows that both of our artists is growing.
Right.
So that means if we both able to reach out here to each other, then it's inevitable, you know. Our cup for Bombshells is up.
Right, gang, gang. Okay. And with that being said, thank you so much, and you're very, very welcome. I had a great time kicking it with you and vibing with you, and hope, you know, in the future you'll come back and be a guest again on another episode in the near future when we gear up with the freestyle. The Freestyle Fridays or Freestyle Saturdays. I hope that you'll come back and be a part of that.
Okay, well then let's do it. We can do that.
Okay, say less, say less, say less. So with that being said, can you let the listeners know how to contact you on your social media platforms, and you know, if you have a website, email address, how to contact you, and how also to you know, get your music?
All right, man. Follow me on Instagram at TrapBaby_WOPP. TrapBaby_WOPP. You know, and that's on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at TrapBabyW, you know, Facebook, for booking and features. You know, hit me up on my email, you know, I'm Blaze. Hit me up on my email, TrapBabyComedy@gmail.com for booking. You know, I do promos. Hit me up in my DMs on Instagram, you know, and I'm with it, man. It's all love and support to any artist that's coming up, man. We in here, Bombshells.
All right. Gang, gang. So with that being said, all the way straight out of Dallas, Trap Baby, thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much for listening. And with that being said, always remember you are a bomb within your own shell. Peace, love, and light, you guys. Until next time, good night. If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure you subscribe so you're notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast with your family and friends. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you're leaving with some valuable information that can help you on your personal journey. Also, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Bombshell 1111 or at Bombshell 1111 TV. You can also check out our mental health page, Your Health is Your Wealth, on Facebook, which is a page created to inform and support individuals with mental health and other health conditions. And with that being said, always remember, you guys, you are a bomb within your own shell. And until next time, peace, love, and light.